Hello, stranger. It's been a minute since we last kicked it.
Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, then welcome, and if you're not, then welcome back. So as you guys can see, I actually moved areas in my room. My best friend actually just helped me come up with this idea, so let me know how you guys like this, because I actually really like this right here. So this video is actually going to be about my breast reduction. November 6th, 2021 made 1 year since I had my breast reduction surgery. So with that being said, I wanted to bring you guys a 1 year update and answer plenty of different questions, as well as show you guys before and after. So if you are interested in hearing more about my breast reduction and what happened, how much was it, scars, pain, and stuff like that, just keep on watching. Okay, so I actually have my iPad here with a few questions. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into the video. So the first question is, how long before you could shower? So I think I actually had to wait like 3 days before I could shower, because obviously when you first get sent home, you're gonna have like tape on your scars and everything like that. So you don't really want to get that tape wet, because you want it to be still holding the scars in place and stuff like that. So I think they actually encourage you to wait 3 days, but you can actually take a shower. You can still take a shower, because for me, I couldn't just go 3 days without washing my body, obviously, but you can actually just turn the other way in the shower, like basically just not facing the water. And they said it is okay, like if you allow the water to just like fall down like on you, you just don't want to like just be soaking your incisions in the tape, if that makes sense. So yeah, I would say 3 days for that. The next question is, how long do you have to keep sleeping upright? So I actually can't really remember if they give you a definite time, but my personal answer for this would basically just be until you're comfortable, because I think I might have slept on my back for maybe like 3 months, honestly. Because it just was not comfortable at all sleeping on my stomach. It didn't really hurt. It just felt really uncomfortable. The next question is, what is a good cream / gel to use for scars? So I'm gonna have to like insert like a picture of the scar cream that I actually got from my plastic surgeon office. I literally cannot even remember the name of it, but it's like a little teal looking bottle. I paid like, I think $50 to $60 for that bottle, and y'all, it literally did not last me long enough at all. So I'm not going to say not to buy their scar treatment, but what I will say is that you're definitely going to be paying a lot, and it's definitely not gonna last you that long. Like, I didn't even get another one just because I was like, this was a lot of money and it didn't even last me that long. But some other alternatives for scar cream that I will suggest you guys to use is bio oil, as well as Mederma. So there's like this Mederma scar treatment. It either comes like in a little tube, like it kind of looks like a Carmax tube, or you can actually get it in like a bigger tube. So yeah, I would definitely suggest Mederma and bio oil though, because the bio oil is really good to help fade the scars, as well as the Mederma. So yeah, that's basically the other two things I use. I also heard some really good things about Vaseline. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I heard that Vaseline definitely helps with the scars. Like, I'm in so many different breast reduction groups on Facebook, and a lot of women have like almost faded their scars completely using Vaseline. So definitely check out Vaseline. I actually say I'm gonna start back using it, because I didn't really do too heavy, or what am I trying to say? I don't feel like I did the best at staying on top of my scar treatment. I mean, my scars aren't really that bad, but I feel like they could definitely be a lot better had I actually stayed consistent. But it is kind of, I don't know, it's easy to forget to basically do that every single day and every single night and morning and stuff like that. Like, it's actually kind of hard. But yeah, those are the other scar treatments that I use. So yeah, the other question was bad scarring with the question mark. So I guess that's like, did it scar bad? I honestly will say that my surgeon did amazing, because you can't really see for real unless I'm like laying like flat down. So I actually am not too like upset about my scars. Like, obviously, I knew I was gonna have scars. Like, I literally got cut, so I'm not really too like worried about my scars. Like I said, I do tell myself, or like think to myself sometimes, like maybe I should actually work on my scar treatment and actually try to, like, you know, but I don't know. But I did say that I was going to show you guys, so I'm going to try to show you guys without showing you guys my nipples. Wait, first of all, absolutely ignore my nails, because I have had so many nails pop off and I have not had a chance to go and get them fixed. So do not judge me here. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys my scars from the bottom so that you guys can see. I feel like I did a pretty good job. And like I say, I am gonna like insert like some other pictures and videos as well so you guys can see. But the next question is, how long after surgery did you wait to have sex? That is a great question. But what I will say is I don't think I waited long enough as I was supposed to. I'm gonna say maybe a month. Or actually, like, a week. Maybe, I want to say like maybe 2 to 3 weeks, or a month. It was something like that. Like, it wasn't like the week of, or the, like, I don't think the week directly after, but yeah. The very next question after that is, which positions worked best? So obviously you want to be on your back. I'm not gonna say too much because I don't know how much my family actually watch my videos. And I know when they see this part, they're gonna be like, Micaiah. But I would definitely say, just be careful. Like, obviously your partner is going to know to like be gentle, because you obviously did just have surgery. So even though like it may have been quote unquote too soon, like he was definitely still careful and still gentle. But I would definitely say like just lay on your back and you can get the job done that way. Next question. The next question says, does the bras permanently help to shape your breasts, and are they required? I don't know if I want to say the bras themselves actually help to permanently shape the breast, because obviously you had the surgery to do kind of that as well. But what I will say is that I feel like the bras kind of help your breasts take their shape that they need to take after surgery, because obviously after surgery you're going to be swollen and it's very tight. Like, if you watch my first video about my breast reduction and my breast reduction story, I think I was telling you guys that like your chest is gonna feel super, super, super duper tight. Like, I heard somebody say they felt like they had like sandbags like to their neck, because like it, like this whole area up here is literally so freaking tight. So I feel like the bras kind of just like help, like just to like have like that little bit of support, which is definitely very, very beneficial. It was like moments where like, because they also encourage you to go braless, but you're also not really going to be all the way comfortable just going braless like until you've healed like a lot more. So I feel like the bras are definitely required. So that's the answer to the second part. They are definitely required, but I won't say they permanently help. They just kind of, you know, just like what is the word I want to use? Basically like encourage the process, if that makes sense. I'll also show you guys a picture on the screen, as well as link the bras that I use down below. Question is, when did you have to pay for your surgery if you used insurance? So I want to say, obviously I really believe that this is going to be different possibly for everybody, but for me personally, I actually had to pay $1,000 before surgery, and then I was basically billed after the fact. Like, you can make payments, or like make like a payment plan up with your plastic surgeon, or just like whatever plans they have to offer. But yeah, I actually only had to pay $1,000 before my surgery, and yeah, so you don't have to, I didn't have to pay the whole thing in full, and I don't think you have to necessarily pay the whole thing in full. Like, I've heard other people tell me the same thing, like they just had to pay like $1,500 or $2,000 before their surgery, and they were like good to go for the surgery. The next question is, did you know your total before the day of surgery, or did they bill you after the surgery? So for a fact that I knew how much it was gonna be absolutely before the surgery, because I'm the type of person, I'm gonna ask hella questions. So being that this is a huge surgery and not like $5, obviously I was asking them like, okay, so what is going to be the final cost? Like, I need to know the exact cost. So yeah, they will definitely tell you the total cost before your surgery. They're not going to try to like get over on you and then hit you with like $50,000 or $20,000, nothing like that after the fact. I mean, some surgeons might, but 9 times out of 10 they won't do that. They'll definitely let you know beforehand. They reduce the size of your areolas. So I think that this is actually up to whoever is getting their surgery. For me personally, I absolutely hated my nipples. Like, it was a huge insecurity for me. So I actually told my surgeon I wanted them smaller because I felt like my nipples was too big, but obviously my boobs were so big, so they kind of were like basically taking the shape of my boobs. So I absolutely hated my nipples. So yes, they can definitely reduce the size of your areolas if you want them to. So yeah. What are some questions to ask at your consultation? That's a very good question. I cannot remember exactly all the questions that I asked, but I will give you guys like a few things that I can think of that you guys can ask. Number one, I wanted to know what was the absolute smallest size I could go down to, and heavy on the absolute smallest size because I don't know about you guys, but I feel like you hear a lot of stories about like plastic surgeons not really being able to like give you the exact size that you want, or like them just kind of like doing what they feel fits best for you. But I actually asked him because obviously I'm not coming here to drop down one cup size. I want to have like the body and the boobs that I like actually want for real, for real. So I literally had to ask him like, what is the smallest that he could make me? And he did a damn good job getting me exactly where I want it to be. Like, I am so thankful for that. Like, so I definitely strongly encourage that question because I feel like there's been so many women that have probably not really talked about that part and allowed their surgeons to just do whatever. And then they feel like they're kind of still big. And that was one of like mine, like, no, like this was my first surgery ever in my life. I was kind of nervous about it as well. Well, I was mostly happy, but like, I just wasn't about to do this and not ask, is there a possibility I could be still too big, or I could wake up and I could absolutely hate them still? Like, I did not want that. So I definitely asked that question. What type of method did I have? There is 2 different types. There's a lollipop and there's an anchor. So the lollipop, and I'm going to put actually like some examples here. The lollipop is basically just going to be right around your nipple and then down. So that's like the first part. The anchor is going to be the lollipop, the stick, and then an anchor type under it. As you guys can see, like this would be like the lollipop stick, and this is like the anchor part of it. So yeah, I actually obviously had the anchor because my boobs was really big. So yeah, I think they actually use the anchor incision 9 times out of 10, like if you are a little bit more on the heavier side with your breasts. So yeah, I had to have the anchor. How did you know what size post-op bra to buy? Did you buy them before or after your surgery? I definitely think I bought them before, like, cause I've always kind of been like a size like large and like tops or whatever. So I went ahead and just started like buying them beforehand. And I definitely strongly suggest this because you would think like your plastic surgeon would send you home with like a few bras and whatnot, but that was not the case for me. And that's not the case for a lot of women I've heard. I actually only got 1 bra. That 1 bra is going to be not enough. Like, I remember the first day when I got home, thankfully I was like I said, I had some extra bras, but like the very first day I had got home, I wanted to see them. Like, I could not wait to take off the bra that they put on me after surgery to actually see them. And when I took the bra off, like blood was literally just dripping down. And so obviously like that 1 bra is not going to be enough because it is going to get dirty. You're going to have to wash it. Then you're going to have to wait on it to dry. Then you're going to have to then you're going to have to just kind of sit around and not have like that compression, which is obviously, like I say, uncomfortable. So I would definitely suggest you to get like 3 to 4 bras. Like, I feel like 3 to 4 would definitely be like a safe spot. And they actually have like a pack of 3 at Walmart for like a really affordable price. And that's actually what I did. I think I ordered some off Amazon and I got that pack from Walmart. So yeah, like I say, I'm gonna link all links down in the description below for you guys, so you guys can just go to the description and easily find it. The next question was, how long were you in recovery before you were able to go home? So crazy thing is, I actually think I was back there from like, I would say anything from 45 minutes to like an hour and a half. So the main thing after recovery is just waking up and like waking up off of that anesthesia. So they said that I wasn't really sleep that long after my surgery. Like I kind of woke up and I felt fine, y'all, when I woke up. Like I woke up, I dressed myself, like, cause I went there in like a it was kind of like a sweater, but it was like a button up like sweater. So, and I had on, I think like some leggings or some sweatpants or something like that. So I literally just woke up, buttoned myself up, put my pants back on, and I don't think nobody was with me when I woke up. No, nobody was with me when I woke up. Like my parents and stuff, I guess, was like in the waiting room or something. So, I think after I got dressed, they wheeled me out there in a wheelchair and I got in the car and everything like that. So yeah, do you go home same day? So this is absolutely, I think, up to your surgeon and I think up to your preference. I did do outpatient surgery, so I did go home the same exact day. Like I said, this was my first surgery. I've never actually even been hospitalized in the hospital. So I don't know if you guys can hear that, but that is my dog. She's literally in there going crazy right now. I have no idea why, but I forgot what I was even saying. Oh, do you go home same day? So yeah, like I was saying, this is completely up to your surgeon and I think your preference. I personally pick outpatient because, like I say, I'm so afraid of hospitals. I didn't want to be in the hospital for no longer than I had to. So when they told me I could go right home after surgery, I'm like, absolutely, I will take that. Like, send me home. Yes, me. So yeah, I went right home. The next question is, how many checkup appointments were required / needed after surgery? So I think I actually only seen my plastic surgeon maybe like 3 to 4 times after my surgery. Like, I think the first time was maybe like 2 weeks or so, or the week after. Then it was like a month, and then it was like a month and a half, and then it was like basically like as needed. Like if I wanted to go in and see him for something, I could, or if I had any concerns, I could easily go see him. But he did so great, and that surgery was just so smooth for me that I just feel like I didn't really have to see him. Like I didn't really have much of an issue at all. Like no concerns, no worries. Like my whole entire surgery was a breeze, and I'm so thankful for that, because I know that there's so many things that could go wrong in a surgery like that. Like it's definitely a serious surgery. So I was just very thankful that God kept me. He protected me and he allowed nothing to happen to me. Like I didn't have no problems at all. So I was really thankful for that. Okay, so the next question is, do you have to request for them to lift your breast? So I'm going to say yes. The answer to the question is absolutely yes. I personally didn't specifically have to specify it because I feel like he already knew. Because like I say, I went in like, I just need you to make me happy with myself type of energy. Like, and he could obviously, because he's done so many surgeries, like he's seen this so many times. He basically looked right at me and was like, you're going to absolutely love what we do. And his presence, his energy, his personality was so warm and so confident. Like he just kept reassuring me, like every single appointment, like you're going to be so happy, like you're going to love it. And I really am. Like I'm definitely going to link my surgeon in the comments below, as well as like put his information out there, because Dr. Schneider, if you ever somehow come across this video, I absolutely love you. And I'm absolutely so thankful for you for actually literally changing my life for the better. I've never been as happy as I am now. Like I literally feel like within this last year, like since my surgery to now, like this is literally me blooming into my true confident self, like heavy on that. Like I'm just so thankful for him. And yeah, that's all I got to say on that. The next question is pain with question marks. So I guess just asking like, how was the pain? The pain was not bad at all. If you watch my first video, like I told you guys there, I actually think I only took the pain medicine that they prescribed me for maybe like 2 to 3 days, if that, before I transferred over to Tylenol PM, because I don't know what I was on. I don't think it was perks, but it was like hydro or oxycodones or something like that. But I just remember I could not stay awake, and I would like literally just be like talking and like falling asleep. So I was like, yeah, no, this is not for me. I don't like this. So yeah, I quickly got off the pain medicine that they prescribed to me and just moved on over to Tylenol PM. So I would say, like, before your surgery, definitely just make sure, I mean, not Tylenol PM, but Tylenol in general. Make sure you ask them or you inquire about, like, if it's okay for you to take Tylenol, because my doctor did tell me it was okay. So that's why I went ahead and got that. The next question is, how long did it take for swelling to go down? So I would say, in general, like, the absolute swelling, like, because obviously the first few months you're going to fluctuate a lot. I would say, like, the best time to actually be like, okay, like, this is probably like gonna be the size I'm gonna be, would definitely be around like 4 to 6 months. Like, I know that sounds like a while, but your boobs are literally constantly like swelling, getting smaller. Like, I don't know, it was just so many different changes that I noticed that I don't really feel like I got like to my actual size until like 6 months, honestly. So yeah, so I love this question, but it basically says, how did you mentally and physically prepare for your surgery? Okay, so I won't really say I had to mentally prepare myself a lot, just being the simple fact that I was so freaking ready. I was so happy to finally have this done, because it was something that I always said, like, when I get older, I'm gonna have a breast reduction. Like, I can't wait till I can have a breast reduction. Like, I couldn't wait. Like, it was literally such a self-esteem issue that I was more so excited than anything. So mentally, I wouldn't really say it was much of a battle. Physically, I felt like I had to prepare by like trying to like lose weight. Like, before I had my surgery, I really started to like try to like eat right, like a little bit, like try to work out a little bit, like just so like after I have surgery, like I could be like, okay, like now I can like really work with this. Like, now I can really like try to like tone this up, tighten this up, and this and that. So I definitely won't say it was too big of a mental or physical battle, but I absolutely love that question, because somebody else might have a completely different answer to that question, as far as like how they prepared mentally for their breast reduction. But for me, I was so happy and I was so ready to be free that it wasn't much of a mental battle for me. Okay, so the last question is, would I do it again? Yes. And so if you're wondering like, why would you do it again or something like that, I wanted to really answer this question because, you know, obviously, like, well, obviously I feel like you guys know this because I would have been done told you guys, but I don't have kids yet, but I do absolutely plan to have children one day. And a lot of doctors actually won't even give you your surgery if you tell them you have interest in having kids, because they know that there's a possible risk that after your surgery, and you do decide to have kids, like, your boobs could go exactly right back to how they were, or they could not. So it's basically like it could and it couldn't. But I feel like most doctors try to avoid that, so like they don't have to get like no backlash of like them not doing it right or anything like that. So I said all that to say that I based this question like basically off like well, not a base it, but like when I think of this question, like I think of it like I think of it as like, if I have kids and my boobs do get big again, would I do the surgery again? And my answer, like I say, is absolutely 100% yes. Like, the surgery itself was so like not as painful as I thought. It was just more so uncomfortable, but it was so manageable. Like, everything was absolutely bearable about it. So I would definitely do it again if I had to do it again. And yeah, so this will complete my breast reduction Q&A video / 1 year update. I don't really have much of a 1 year update. I feel like this was definitely more of like a Q&A type of video. But I will say, like I say, it's been a whole year and I've literally just blossomed so much. Like, people tell me all the time, like, you look so much happier, like, you seem so much more confident. And it's literally because I am. Like, I feel like I've just watched myself grow into who I've always wanted to be, like, so much within like this last year. And I'm not even nowhere near done or reached like the level of growth that I aspire to reach. But it's definitely been like such a great year. A lot of healing in so many different ways, like physically, mentally, emotionally. Like, it's just been so much healing. But I'm absolutely happy with my decision. I don't regret it at all. Like I say, y'all just heard me say I would definitely do it again. So I'm absolutely happy. I'm absolutely thankful. I'm so thankful that even still to this day, I haven't had no complications or no concerns or no worries. And I'm absolutely thankful about that. There is one question that I want to answer real quick. I know I just said that it was my last question, but I do have one question that I actually didn't have on the iPad, but I'm going to answer. So it's about sensation. So when I first had my birth reduction, if you guys remember from my first video, well, not my first video, but my birth reduction story, I believe that I told you guys I could not feel at all in my left nipple, like not even kidding. Like I had absolutely 0% feeling. Like, watch this other girl's video about her birth reduction. She said, like, if she didn't look down and like see somebody like playing with it or like messing with it, like she absolutely wouldn't know that nobody was ever touching it. And that is me. Like, if I didn't look down and actually like could see, like I couldn't feel it at all. But my right one was absolutely extremely sensitive. And it was so crazy because she said the exact same thing in her video. Like, it was so weird having like one nipple like not work at all, but the other one was like working too much. And I wanted to answer this question because, like I say, I did share that with you guys in my first video about my birth reduction. But now, thankfully, my left one has some feeling again. Like, and it's crazy because I literally would say it maybe came back like a month ago. So it took me 11 months to get feeling in my left nipple again, as well as my right one has calmed down a lot. Like, it's not as sensitive or like extra sensitive as it was, because like I said, the right one had super, like, it had feeling for the right one and the left one type. Like, it had so much feeling for no reason, but the right one definitely has calmed down a lot, which I'm so excited about that and happy about that, as well as the fact that I have feeling in both of my nipples again. So yeah, I did just want to answer that part for you guys. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, definitely make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell so you are notified when I post my next video. And yes, so I'll see you guys later. And like I say, as always, bye.
Ruin my vibe. Usually I don't do this often, but since recruiting isn't an option, do you want